Would like to share with you a piece of my entrepreneurial journey in hopes that it might help you. Now, maybe you are an entrepreneur or a business owner already. Maybe you're a wantrepreneur, meaning that you want to start a business of some kind and you don't know where to start. Maybe you're in the midst of a business that you've started and you're struggling. I hope that this piece of my journey is extremely helpful to you and gives you insight into who I am and why I do what I do. In 2000, well, actually the end of 1999, going into 2000, I started a personal care product line. What are personal care products? Soaps, lotions, bath gels, and so forth. I tell this story quite often in other videos, so I'm not going to go too deep into this. But what I want you to hear is that I had a bachelor's degree in business administration, and I already had about 10 years of business experience working in operations and running the back office of different companies. So I had a pretty good idea of business operations and flow of business and the basics, really. But when I started my own business, even though I had the basics, and that helped me to some extent to get to where I was, I still found myself struggling. I found like I came against some barriers and walls, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I didn't even know what I didn't know, and I struggled. And quite frankly, the business model that we were in uh, was not an easy one. It was a lot of work. It took a lot of time, a lot of resources in the end. But I will never regret. I'll never ever regret doing that. But here's what's important. I would say it was maybe 6 months to a year into running this business, and I was struggling and trying to figure things out. And we wanted to grow the business because, we wanted it to be sustainable and pay our bills. And I just didn't know what I didn't know. And so I ended up networking and I ran into this guy, and it turned out that he was a business coach, business mentor. Now, you have to understand in early 2000, I didn't really know what that was. And so, I had to explore it with him. But it turned out that this guy not only was a business coach and mentor, but the model he used was a mentorship model, a group mentorship model, and really working with a mastermind. Now, what is a mastermind? A mastermind is a group of people, they're like-minded people that are coming together to discuss a topic and help one another. It just so happens that in my mastermind, I was in a group of business owners, man and woman, and at different levels and levels of success and levels of where they are in the business journey. And what I learned from them was how to think through problems that existed. What I found is that not only was I receiving help from people, but I was also able to contribute from my own worldview. And imagine that you had a group of men and women in a room, and it was about 12 people plus the business coach slash mentor. And we were all helping one another and prodding one another. And it really helped my business. Now, research already shows this. I didn't know this back then, but I know it now. Research shows that entrepreneurs that have access to not just a mentor, but also training and community, which is what that was, a tribe of people that were like-minded, that were they were coming together to encourage you and give you advice and feedback and tell you what worked for them and what didn't work and give you ideas. People, businesses, entrepreneurs that have access to those things are going to be 5 times more successful than those that go it alone. So when I worked my journey through this business, and around 4 years into owning the business, we decided we were going to sell. Now, by the way, just a little side note, our business had been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine. We were in Vegan Times, Redbook Magazine. Our products appeared in Redbook. Our products appeared on QVC alongside complementary products of another vendor. So I collaborated with another vendor, and our products were there. So we had success, and I contribute all of that success to working in a group of like-minded entrepreneurs. And I found that I had great success. So at the end of that journey of the 4 years, I decided when we sold the business that I was going to go and I was going to learn how to be a coach and mentor myself. So in 2005, I launched what I now call Maximum Change. And back then I was just basically a business coach. But since then, I've come so much further. And in that time, I've learned that this power of getting people together in community, in a tribe, in a mastermind is so important to everyone's success. As a business coach and mentor, not only am I sharing what I know works and what doesn't work, not only am I sharing tips and techniques and I'm teaching, I'm doing training, and I'm doing different pieces of tools I'm providing. Not only does that happen in a tribe like that, but the magic and power of people coming together, like-minded people, to encourage one another. See, I'm not available 24/7, even though I do a lot of content and I do meet with my group on a regular basis. The power is to have an access to a back channel or a kind of a Facebook, if you will, that's private, where people can come together and get help and encouragement 24/7. And it's just a completely powerful thing. So the really cool part about this is that I have started a mastermind again. It's more or less in a beta format because we're just now forming it, and I'm calling it the Founders Circle. It's a beta program. So if this is something that you would like to get in on, I would encourage you to go to the link that's associated with this video and check it out. I really think that if you're serious about taking your business from where you are to where you need to be, or if you're even thinking about starting a business, this is a really good place to be. Of course, you can always just check out all of my content. I'm all over the place. And if you want to figure out where I am on social media, go to our website, MaximumChange.com. And at the very bottom, you will see links to all of our social media. There's also some links to video and blog as well. I hope that this gives you just some insight into the journey that I went on and how important I think it is to come together with like-minded people. Not only do you get the encouragement and the feedback, but the element of collaboration is powerful because when you collaborate with other entrepreneurs, you never know where things are going to go. Hope you have a great day. I'm Dr. Phil with Maximum Change. See you soon.